The moment you always awaited without realizing it has arrived. Yes, it's about you and about what you most desired in silence. I know you're tired of empty promises, of signs that lead nowhere. This time, it's real. There's no warning, no preparation. It will happen and you will feel it. What is about to come doesn't ask for permission, doesn't wait for the right moment. It simply happens. It will catch you by surprise. Suddenly something changes in the air, in the way you feel, in how you perceive the world around you, and there's no point in trying to control it, escape it, or pretend you're not seeing it. You will know it's the moment. It won't be just another occurrence, it will be that turning point. It will affect your mind, your heart, and even the certainties you had about what true love is. You will have no doubts because this time it will be clear, direct, and undeniable. It will be different. It will be profound. Doors that were closed will open. What seemed distant will suddenly be right in front of you. You won't need to ask for signs. They will come on their own and you won't be able to ignore them. The surprise is on its way and it has the power to change everything. You don't need to believe it now. Just be ready. When it happens, you will understand. No matter how much you try to prepare, it won't be the way you imagine. When it happens, there will be no way to disguise it, no way to avoid it. It's not about maybe or someday. This time it's certain, inevitable, and undeniable. And it will touch you in a way that no other moment has before. It will start with a detail. Something that seemed ordinary, but suddenly gains an unexpected weight. A look that lingers a bit longer than usual. A phrase that seems to have been spoken exactly for you. A feeling that warms your chest and at the same time leaves you restless. No, this is not just another message of hope. This is a direct and real warning. You are just a few steps away from witnessing something that will change the rhythm of your heart. And I'm not talking about fleeting emotions, I'm talking about real change. You will feel it and you won't be able to deny it. This kind of surprise doesn't give a warning. It arrives and settles in, without asking for permission, without checking if you are ready. And in fact, you are never ready. When you least expect it, your world turns upside down and control slips out of your hands. Yes, you will lose control. And that's okay because some changes are not meant to be controlled. They are meant to be felt. Will it hurt? Maybe. Will it be scary? Without a doubt. But it will be worth every second. Do not try to understand immediately. Do not try to rationalize. Do not try to predict. Do not try to anticipate. Because what is coming doesn't follow logic. It won't follow rules nor schedules. No matter how much you try to convince yourself that you don't need this now, the truth is deep down you always needed it. Even though you have told yourself that you're fine the way you are, in the silence of your thoughts, you knew that something was missing. Something that no distraction managed to fill. So why deceive yourself now? You felt it. You know it. Change is getting closer and closer. When it happens, it won't be discreet. Don't think it will be something subtle or imperceptible. It won't be like the other moments of, is it this? This time, you will know. You won't need to ask anyone, nor seek answers in messages from others. Your heart will scream louder than your mind. And do you know the most incredible thing about all this? You won't be able to run away. No matter how fast you try to run, the truth will catch up with you. That feeling of, I'm not ready for this, will disappear, because you will have no choice but to face head-on what is to come. This is not about hope. This is not about luck. This is about what you deserved a long time ago. Even though you felt that things were not going in the right direction, that the people around you did not see your worth, now someone will see it. And it won't be in a timid way. It won't be a momentary attention. It will be something that will last. Prepare yourself to hear words that you have waited your whole life to hear, not those that seem like empty promises, but those words that when spoken, you will feel the truth in them. Without doubt, without hesitation, without but what if. It will be simple and direct, just like this message. You will ask yourself, why did it take so long? Yes, you will, because when everything falls into place, the first thought will be, why did I waste so much time waiting for this? But look, I already have an answer for you. Because before now, you were not ready. Because before this, you wouldn't know how to appreciate it the way you will appreciate it now. There is no point in blaming yourself. Every second of waiting was part of the process. Every doubt you felt, every time you thought about giving up, was exactly what prepared the way for what is to come. It seems contradictory, but it's the truth. And no, you don't need to do something for this to happen. You don't need to rush, force, or try to control it. The hard part is already done. Now it's time to receive. But receive with an open heart. Do not fight against it, because if you fight, you will lose. What is coming has more strength than your excuses, more intensity than your fear, and more certainty than any doubt you can create. It's not destiny. It's not luck. It's your turn. Many people talk about destiny, but let's be honest. This has nothing to do with destiny. This is your turn. You have already gone through the trials, endured more than you should have, carried the weight alone. Now it's time to receive. You don't need to beg. You don't need to plead. What is coming will depend on no one but you, and honestly, it won't be a gift. It will be a reward. Because a gift is something given for free, but a reward is something you earn because you deserve it. You deserve it. Even on days when you believe you don't, even if some people have made you doubt it. You deserve every second of what's coming, but not everything will be easy. Don't be fooled. This isn't a fairy tale. Change requires courage, because receiving something you have asked for so long can be scary. And believe me, it will scare you. You will question, can I handle this? You will think, what if I mess everything up? And perhaps you will even want to hide for a while. But it won't help. What is coming will find you, even if you lock yourself inside. But don't worry, you will know what to do, because deep down, you already know. You are just waiting for the right moment. And the right moment is now. You cannot delay the inevitable. If you are still waiting for the sign, it is right in front of you. If you are still trying to convince yourself that it's not the right time, sorry to say, but you are wrong. The moment is now, not tomorrow, not later, not when I am ready. You are ready. Maybe you haven't realized it yet, but you are. And what is coming will prove it in such an intense way that you will wonder how you never noticed before. So, what will you do now? Will you keep waiting for the right moment? Will you continue to doubt that you deserve it? Or will you open your eyes and accept that your turn has come? The truth is, your choice doesn't matter. This no longer depends on you. The surprise is already on its way. It's no longer a question of if, it's a question of when. And honestly, it won't take long. Be strong. Be ready. Don't fight against it. What is coming is irreversible, and you won't want it any other way. If you are waiting to feel absolute certainty before taking action, forget it right now. That certainty will not come as a bright warning in the sky, nor as a clear message in your head. It will come as an impact, and when it arrives, there will no longer be room for what if or maybe. You don't need more proof. What is happening is already moving in your direction. The pieces have already started to come together, even if you don't realize it yet. The truth is, many times, the biggest changes begin quietly. But, at the right moment, the silence becomes noise. The noise turns into movement, and the movement transforms into a complete turnaround. That moment is closer than you think. You already noticed it. Deep down, you know it's not a coincidence, it's not chance. That feeling that has been lingering for days, that inexplicable uneasiness, that intuition that keeps nudging you, don't ignore it. Your mind may try to rationalize, but your heart has already received the message. Something is changing. Something is approaching. And it won't ask for your permission. If you still doubt, you will be surprised, I know. You have seen so many promises, heard so many empty words, that it's hard to believe now. But don't be mistaken. This is not another promise, it's a warning. The words are not here to comfort you, they are here to prepare you. You know that feeling that nothing changes, that things always come back to the same point? This time it's not coming back. The difference now is that the starting point will no longer be the same, and the end point will be something you never imagined. The cycle that has repeated for so long is coming to an end, and when a cycle ends, something bigger begins. But unlike other times, you won't have to fight so much. What's coming doesn't depend on effort. It depends on acceptance. Yes, you read that right. Acceptance. Don't fight against it. Don't question too much. Don't try to control. Be smart. Be strategic. But don't become your own obstacle. If you try to control the uncontrollable, you will only create resistance. Let it happen. Every surprise comes with impact. Are you ready for it? Let's be honest, it won't be smooth or subtle. It won't be something you will notice gradually, like a gentle breeze cooling your face. It will be a wave that drags everything along. A wave that you cannot contain, cannot hold back. You only have two options: surf it or be swallowed by it. And you know what? You've endured worse waves. You've faced situations that no one but you knows how difficult they were. You've endured what seemed unbearable. You've seen nights end without hope of a better dawn, but somehow you're still here. This is no coincidence. This is not luck. This is not just another tough moment. It is the final test before what you have long asked for. Yes, you asked for it. Maybe you didn't even realize it, but you asked for it. Every night you wondered, why doesn't it work out? Every time you looked to the sky seeking a sign, every time your heart pleaded for change, it was a request sent to the universe. Now the answer is coming. But here's a warning. It won't come the way you imagined. And maybe that's for the better, because what is coming is bigger, stronger, and more transformative than anything you ever envisioned. What do you need to do now? Nothing. Yes, you read that right. Now, you don't need to do more. You've already done too much. You've tried, you've fought, you've given your best even when no one recognized it. Now it's time to receive. But here's an important point. Receiving doesn't mean being passive. Receiving means being attentive. It means opening your eyes and noticing the signs. It means accepting what is coming, even if the form isn't what you imagined. If you resist, you will lose. If you accept, you will win. It's that simple. And you already know this. Your instincts are screaming. Your heart is racing for no reason. You have that feeling that something is about to happen. It's not paranoia, it's not an exaggeration. It's intuition. You are not being prepared for nothing. If you think you are just living another day, you are mistaken. Every day until now has been preparation. Every challenge that made you question your worth. Every person who left your life without warning. Every mistake, every doubt, every loss. None of this was in vain. Every move brought you here. You have been shaped, tested, and finally approved. And now the time has come to reap. But pay attention. Not every harvest comes easy. You will be tested again, but this time in a different way. This time the test will be, are you willing to accept what you deserve? It seems like a simple question, but it isn't. Because accepting what you deserve requires courage. It requires admitting that you are worthy of all this. And if you are honest with yourself, you know that this is the hardest part. The unexpected will come, but it is not your enemy. Surprises always scare. It's natural. But not every unexpected event comes to destroy. Some unexpected events come to elevate you. And it is precisely this type of unexpected event that is coming. Get ready to see the unexpected turn into an opportunity. Get ready to witness a turnaround that was not in your plans. Because the plan you had in mind was too small compared to what is about to happen. And you will understand this. Not now, but very soon. You will remember these words. Maybe you are reading this and thinking, really, I don't know. But when the change comes, I guarantee you will remember. You will remember every word, and it won't be with regret. It will be with that smile of someone who finally understood. Now I know what they were talking about. And at that moment, you won't need any further explanation. You will feel it. And what the heart feels, the mind does not question. Time is counting, and it won't stop for you. Don't think you have control over the clock. Don't think you can postpone what is coming. He is already in motion. There is no pause, no break, no way to stop what has already begun. So what are you going to do? Will you resist the inevitable? Will you try to delay the unavoidable? Or will you open your arms and embrace what is already on its way? The time has come. The moment has come. What you have always asked for is closer than ever. You feel it, don't you? The only question left is, are you ready not to be the same after this? It's not something that will start soon. It has already begun. And maybe you haven't realized it yet, but everything around you is already moving. The signs are not subtle, you're just not paying attention. Now is not the time for distractions. Now is the time for focus. The invisible movements that seemed slow have finally gained strength. What seemed distant, impossible, is already at your door. And you feel it. I know you feel it. Your heart is not beating faster for no reason. This is not anxiety, not an exaggeration, not an impression. It's your instincts screaming. How many times have you asked yourself if you were on the right path? How many times have you been stuck in doubt about what was going wrong? Well, let me tell you the truth you need to hear. Nothing was wrong. Everything was being prepared. The door is open, but you need to walk through it. Don't wait for someone to take you by the hand. Don't wait for someone to say, "You can come in, everything is ready." No one will do that for you. You need to cross the door by yourself. What is waiting for you on the other side will not be handed to you on a silver platter. It won't be easy, but it won't be impossible either. You already have everything you need, but there is one important thing. You will feel fear. There's no point in pretending you won't. The fear will appear. It will try to paralyze you. It will convince you that this is not the moment. But don't be fooled. That fear is the greatest sign that you are exactly where you should be. If the fear appears, it's because the next step is worth a lot. And you have come too far to turn back now. If you stop here, what did it all mean? All the effort, all the waiting, all the pain, for nothing? No, you know it didn't. Discomfort is not the end. It is the beginning. Do not confuse discomfort with failure. If you are feeling restless, nervous, out of control, congratulations. This means that you are moving out of your comfort zone. And outside the comfort zone is where real things happen. Nothing of value is born in the comfort zone. Inside, everything feels safe, but it is also stagnant, colorless, lifeless. What is coming will take you out of this gray space and put you into something bigger, more intense, and more alive. But first, the discomfort comes, the fear comes, the doubt comes. This is not the end. It is the warning that you are on the right track. Believe it. This is not motivational talk, it's a fact. Every big change causes discomfort. If you're not feeling anything, then you're probably not moving. The answer you were waiting for is coming. It's no coincidence you're reading this now. It's not by chance. You needed to hear this today. You know that doubt that has lingered for months? That, am I doing it right? That wouldn't leave your mind. The answer is closer than you think, and it won't come in words. It won't be a clear sign like you wanted. The answer will be the action. It will appear in the details, in the things that didn't make sense before but now fit, in an unexpected conversation, in a movement that seemed small but changes the course of everything. And when it happens, you'll know. Don't wait for permission. No one will tell you that you are ready. Here comes the hardest but the truest part. You don't need anyone's permission. No one will give you the green light. No one will hold your hand and say, "Now go." Because the only person who needs to believe it is you. The people around you may not see what you see. They will doubt. They will question. They will say it's better to wait a little longer. But if you wait for someone's approval, you'll wait forever. The right moment? It doesn't exist. The moment is now. The only person who needs to believe in it is looking in the mirror right now. Yes, I'm talking about you. What comes next is not for everyone. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. What is coming is not for everyone. It's not for those who give up at the first difficulty. It's not for those who expect the world to deliver everything on a silver platter. It's for those who can take the hit. For those who get up, even after falling. For those who, even filled with doubts, keep taking one more step. If you've made it this far, then I know one thing about you. You are not just anyone. And that matters, because those who are not just anyone receive what is not for just anyone. The clock won't stop for you. You can wait if you want. You can try to delay the decision, but the clock won't stop. It never stops. Time will keep running. So why wait? If you don't act now, tomorrow will be too late, because what is coming won't wait for you. You've already wasted too much time thinking what if. Now it's no longer the time to think. It's time to feel, time to move. And if you're waiting for the perfect signal, here it is. This is the sign. What you do with it depends only on you. You may not be ready, but who said you need to be? Here is a truth no one tells you. No one is ever 100% ready, never. There will always be a reason to wait a little longer. But those who wait watch others pass by. Those who wait stay behind. Those who wait watch others' lives move forward while their own life stands still. You don't need to be ready. You just need to go. The path will adjust as you walk. And when everything happens, you'll remember these words, no matter how much time passes. No matter how much you try to forget, you will remember. You will remember the exact moment you understood that the world doesn't wait. You will remember when you realized that control was an illusion. You will remember the instant everything changed. And you know what else? You will be proud. You will look back and think, I did what had to be done. So I will ask you one more time. What will you do now? Will you wait for another sign? Will you wait for absolute certainty? Or will you open your eyes and understand that the change has already begun? It doesn't matter if you're ready or not. It doesn't matter if you still have doubts. It doesn't matter if you're scared. What's coming is irreversible. You cannot stop. You cannot retreat. If you want me to continue, let me know. The story is not over yet, and you haven't seen the best part of it. There's no turning back. You feel it, don't you? What comes next requires courage. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Be the moment. Comment here. What's stopping you from taking the next step? Leave a like if this made sense to you. Subscribe now and don't miss the next message. You already know what you need to do.